Stage Wanderer here, and welcome to my van down by the river. So, welcome to another episode of Church Talk. Just going to talk about some church, just talk about church a little bit. Just have a little church talk, So, as many of you know, I'm a band director in a church, and I have a technique that I use periodically, pretty regularly in fact, when working with my vocalist in the church, and I call it the Ring of Fire. Now, I would like to say that I didn't glean this from someone, but I did glean this from a famous pop act who is known for their amazing vocals since the 1970s. So I didn't invent the Ring of Fire, I just borrowed it from them. So what is the Ring of Fire, and why should you put your choir or your vocal group in the Ring of Fire? So many times people who sing in praise and worship teams, we'd like to call them the mic holders, because a lot of times they really like holding that mic. They worked hard to get that opportunity to have that mic to hold on to. But one of the problems with rehearsing through a PA system with microphones and the actual, I hate to call it performance, but that's what it is, the Sunday service through held microphones, is that often, and rightfully so, you learn to zero in on your own part so you can police your pitch, and you have to define yourself separately from the rest of the group, and it can be kind of difficult since it's all coming out of the single speaker in front of you, or if you're lucky enough to have in-ears, you've got a mix in your ear. If you don't have your own personal mix to push your voice up, then you're hearing more or less what everybody else is hearing or what the audience is hearing, depending on how you're set up. Now, one of the problems with that is that we often get so busy listening to ourselves, we forget to listen to each other. And so then you can end up having people who drift from one harmony part to another harmony part, and they can't seem to stay focused on their part. You can just get some weird anomalies if everyone isn't listening to everyone. Also, as the director, if you hear some weirdness and it's all coming through the same speaker, it's kind of hard to tell which one of your singers is committing the off-pitchiness, as it were. So, I bring them to the Ring of Fire, which is essentially, I bring them to all stand around my piano and sing a cappella. This lets you know who are your stronger singers volume-wise. It also allows you to more easily identify the character of each singer so that you can tell each singer apart, and you can zero in on any weirdness. Also, it allows them to hear each other, and they can lock in most of the time better with their part and know what their part's supposed to sound like when it's intertwined with another person's part or the other parts on both sides of them. So the Ring of Fire can be a little intimidating. It's okay. I try not to focus any single singer out negatively, but rather to say, hey, try this, and give them the line in the piano and pull them onto the note. But if you are a vocalist in a praise and worship group, or if you've noticed your praise and worship group having problems, or you're the leader of a praise and worship group, you might suggest practicing a bit a cappella in the Ring of Fire. It really is the truth teller. It does burn away the illusions and gives you a more direct and an honest view of your own abilities, the abilities of those around you, and your harmony abilities as a vocal group. So, once again, when in doubt, bring them to the Ring of Fire. And I think you'll find this situation very revealing, and hopefully it will enhance and invigorate what you're trying to do, and bring your vocals to the next level. Just brought my singers in for the first time to the Ring of Fire, and once again, as usual, the huge jump forward. It was a huge improvement over previous endeavors, and the rehearsal went really well, and we're looking forward to this Sunday, and hopefully the evidence of the Ring of Fire and the benefits of the Ring of Fire will show again this Sunday, like it has in so many past endeavors that I've been involved with. And I highly recommend the Ring of Fire. All right, God bless you. Till next time.